What's going on, guys? I hope you're all well, and this video is going to be a little bit spontaneous. um, I've not really done any kind of preparation with this one. um, Really, what I wanted to talk about today is autogynephilia. um, I really want to talk to the men who are watching this video who experience the feelings associated with autogynephilic. Um, they may be feeling a little bit uneasy about it, not really sure how to move forward, and really actually thrive as an individual. And really actually live their lives in a way that is true to themselves. Now, what I also want to say in this video is I just want to once again thank everyone who contributed to the uh, videos that I produced a couple of years ago. I know that I brought a lot of awareness to autogynephilia, really brought it to the masses, created understanding of this phenomenon that happens to males. And once again, I'm grateful to everyone who watched that video, liked the video. Um, Even the people who didn't react very well to it. Once again, I do thank you. Um, at least for watching the video and maybe trying to sort of understand it in a different way. Now, autogynephilia is a massive, it's like a controversial kind of subject. It really doesn't need to be controversial. It doesn't need to be seen as like a two-sided battle. It is simply one thing. And really what I want to do in this video is I really want to try and help men who, like I say, want to just get on with their lives, and also be able to be themselves. Now, the first part of actually, if you really want to enjoy your life, the first thing you need to realize is that you need to come out of the denial phase, right? So I think a lot of people maybe do feel a little bit of denial about it. Perhaps it's sort of sheltered away in a box in their brain, and the first step to really getting really just living a life with this and just being yourself is obviously just accepting it in yourself. For some people that is difficult. For some people it's not. Really depends on the people. A lot of it is the people that you have around you. Specifically here in the UK, we have a lot of backlash. People, it comes from a lack of understanding. It comes from it's just a lack of understanding. People don't understand why you may be appearing as a female, or wearing makeup, or something like that. I mean, I've experienced it myself. I do, from time to time, I do wear makeup and look more kind of female, and people sort of, they don't understand. They don't understand why. So that is sort of another part of it, like the understanding. If people understood it properly, then it would be a lot more widely accepted. And that is going to be a lot of the problem coming to accept this in yourself, is the opinion of other people. Now, so that's kind of the first step. If you're a male watching this video, you're very, very likely going to know that you want to eventually, if you're younger, eventually have children, be with a woman. Perhaps you already are with a woman and you've sort of already started living your life, and maybe you haven't been as transparent with your woman as you should be. But let me just explain a little bit about how to sort of do that. So if you're a little bit younger, you have a little bit more sort of not choice, but you have a little bit more. It's really important to understand how you want to live your life and the ways that you can go about sort of integrating this into your life. So if you really want to be yourself and embrace this female side of you, which by the way is an amazing thing, it's not to be seen as a negative. It is an amazing thing. It's different, but it makes you unique in who you are. So the first thing is, you have a few kind of options of how you can sort of go about dealing with it. Now, the first of the options is, of course, you can go full out and just completely blow it up. You can change your name, you can do hormone replacement surgery. I don't know why you'd want to alter your hormonal, it's biology, it's who you are, but there is, I don't advise anyone doing that. I believe you're messing with your biology. But okay, if you want to do that, that is completely great. Do it. I'm not judging anyone here. But you can go all out. You can change your name. You can like buy like a full wardrobe of clothing, and you can really go out there and embrace it, and sort of it's like genuinely pretend to be a woman, right? You can genuinely just go out and pretend to be a woman, and for some people this might feel great. It's more of a pleasure thing, because obviously it is a sexually driven motivation, so it's not going to be what makes you happy. It's not the core thing that's going to make you happy. People struggle to separate happiness with pleasure. Pleasure and happiness are two very, very different things. It's important to know that. But yeah, you can do that. I don't take that away from anyone. However, what I do say is, if you do decide to take that route and really just go out all that, what I don't recommend is trying to force other people to do the same thing. Okay? It's toxic. It is very, very toxic. If you have decided to do this, do not ever force anyone else to do it. Okay? It is toxic, it is damaging, and it is guaranteed to traumatize, especially a younger person who maybe doesn't want to do this. Okay? It's toxic and it needs to stop. Okay? So, but if you want to do it, but you don't need to jam it in people's faces, especially younger people. Okay? Toxic. Okay, so that is kind of the first way that you can do it. You can just go all out. What I do know is that a lot of men don't want to do this. They just simply don't want, because essentially, I mean, when you do that, essentially what you're doing is you are taking away the male part of yourself. What you've got to realize is the male part of yourself is a big part of yourself. You are a male. Okay, you will still have that voice in your head saying, hey, wait a minute, I'm a male, draw it back, I want to have sex with women, I'm a male, I want to do male things. So, really, really important to keep that in mind. You are a male. So the second, sort of another option that you can do is, which is my preferred way, is sort of just integrate it into your life a little bit. I like to wear a little bit of makeup sometimes. I'm sort of like growing my hair out. A lot of these guys have like longer hair. They're sort of creating almost like a female kind of. The word is androgynous, so it's sort of like a male slash female look. This is a great way to actually bring it out of yourself, while also maintaining your male sexuality. So still being able to sort of pursue females, and but it's still sort of a part of you, and you're sort of displaying it that way, and that's kind of for me that works great for me, because I you know I know that in the future children, um, I obviously I'm attracted to females. I've had girlfriends in the past, and I do have a genuine interest in girls, females, women. So for me that is that works really well for me, and you can sort of figure out your own style if you want to go that kind of route. You can maybe try wearing makeup, or throw some earrings in, grow your hair out, just create your own kind of unique style. Like there's no people seem to think it's like you have to be a certain way or look a certain way. It's like just do what you want to do, okay? And you will know if you're pushing yourself too far. You will know if you've really hit your limits, and all you need to do is go, okay, and then just draw it back. Like it's not, it's like people like it's like rocket science. It's not rocket science. Okay, so that's kind of the second way that you can sort of go about it, and I think that is probably the most kind of effective way of doing it. A little bit difficult at first because it's like it's different, and you're gonna get a little bit of a reaction from people, but whatever, does it matter? Not really. The next sort of way is this is what I would recommend if you maybe already have children, maybe you already have a wife, blah blah blah. Create an alter ego character. I know not all guys are going to do this, but you can create like a second character. You can give it a name. And what this is it's like a cross-dressing character. So what you do is most of the time you're just just dressed as a guy, whatever. But then occasionally, like maybe for parties or like just going out, sometimes you can create like another character, which is a female. Okay, you give it a name, and it's sort of like compartmentalized. So it's like a separate character from you. I've seen some guys do this actually quite effectively as well. And yeah, they're just normal guys. Girlfriends, children, whatever. But they just have this other character, and it's not a big deal. So that's kind of another way of doing it as well. If that kind of interests you. Now, I will go back to what I was talking about. A lot of men watching this video, I know a lot of you guys will already be in relationships. You may already have children. You may have lived your life completely in denial of this. Maybe not in denial, but maybe just too afraid to really sort of let it out. Listen, there's no one telling you that you need to even remotely let this out. Like there's no it's a sexuality. It's just a feeling, and feelings come and go. Like sometimes it's stronger. Sometimes I think pornography is not great because pornography really does a lot of the time it exaggerates the feelings associated with this autogynephilic sort of mind. But no one is telling you that you have to take any of the options that I just suggested you. You can just live a life and be happy and just be a man. Like it really doesn't matter. Now, that does come with a couple of consequences. Like you are going to get these feelings, and sometimes they're going to be really, really strong. So it's important that when they are very, very strong, that you you just sort of let the thoughts pass. Like meditation can really help with this kind of thing as well. I also do recommend doing meditation. That can also help with just thoughts coming and then going. Okay. Now, yeah. So, like that is like pretty much it. Like, there's those are kind of the ways that you can sort of express it and be open about it. I think if you are autogynephilic, if you feel that way, it is important to make it be as transparent as you possibly can, especially with family members. With your girlfriend is the most important part. If you're a guy who's lucky enough to have got a hand on this, before getting into a relationship, please, please, please have the discussion with your significant other before they're taken by complete surprise. You need to have this conversation. It is uncomfortable. The female that you are having the conversation with may provide some level of resistance. They may, so for some of them, they may run the other way. Okay, painful, but at least then you know that that wasn't the right person. Some females it may take a little bit of time for them to get their head around it. And then also some of them might, be willing to really embrace it and allow that sort of to be a part of their life. Now, what I do recommend is, remember, you're with a woman. You're with a woman, and you aren't a woman. You're a male, okay? I've said this so many times. You don't need to take it to the next level, too far. You can take it as far as you want. You can bring it out a little bit, and you can then draw it back. There's no extreme. You don't have to take it to the extreme. And if you're in a relationship with a woman, it's important that you respect your woman. You have to respect your woman, okay? Taking this to the extreme all of the time is probably going to damage your relationship, okay? In a sense that if you are constantly just drilling it into her, forcing it on her, saying, I'm a woman, call me a woman, that is damaging, really, really damaging. Don't do it. You don't have to do it, okay? You don't have to do it. Just be yourself, and you will know your own limits. Like, you will know how far you want to take it. And if you're in a relationship and you know that you need to go and work on this, then I'm sorry, but you're probably going to have to explain this to your woman. If she doesn't accept it, you're going to have to let it go. Work on this. Build yourself up to where you want to be. And then go back into a relationship with someone else, or maybe even the same woman, okay? That's if you want to work on it. You don't have to. There's no rule that says you have to work on these things. It will guarantee you to be a lot happier as a person, a lot more content, a lot more successful in your endeavors, but you don't have to. There's no golden ticket to, you really don't have to do that. So yeah, like I say, you know your own limits. You will know how you want to take it. When you're in a relationship, you'll know how far you want to take it, and that is cool, okay? And like I say, if you even want to take it that little bit further, please be transparent. Have the discussion with your woman. Don't leave her in the dust, because from the experiences that I've seen, the things that I've seen, that doesn't really end well. No woman signs up to end up being with another woman. Okay, that is traumatic and it is damaging. Okay, They don't do that. So add your own unique style and do what you can. Now, I want to thank you for watching this video. I think it. I understand it is difficult for a lot of people. One of the major problems with autogynephilia is the way that society views it. You have to transition into a woman. You have to be a certain way, or you have to. That is all. It's a lie. It's a complete lie. You don't. You can just be yourself. Like, there was men many hundreds of years ago who felt like this. Even some of the older pop stars are like this. There's many people that have been like this and have. It's like there's no. It's fine. Like there's no. It's not a bad thing. But yeah, it's the way that society views it. You're forced. Feeling pressure by a lot of people to adhere to to fit into a certain standard that you simply are not. You're a man. You like women. You like females. You want to have children. You want to just be a guy. And like I say, with the suggestions that I've outlined, there is ways to go about that. And like I say, you are going to get some. There is going to be some negative. There's going to be always other people telling you that you look silly, or you just. But it doesn't matter. You're just being yourself. That's really the most important part of this. So yeah, so thank you guys for watching. This has been very spontaneous. Like I said, no prior planning going into this. I really just wanted to make this video to hopefully help some guys in this process. What I really want from you is to just accept it a little more in yourself, and just please don't be too hard on yourself. Okay, don't be too hard on yourself. Just please don't. And please, like I was saying, block out. You need to block out all of the people that are trying to force you in a certain direction. Okay, get it out of your life. Get it completely out. Like, shut it out completely. Just shut it out. You don't need it. And just live your life, and it's great. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again very shortly. Just a quick one. This very much is a journey for me as well. I'm still quite young, so I'm still very much on this kind of journey myself. So I think really what for me, I can give you more advice, better tailored advice when maybe I'm a little bit older and I have a little bit more experience with this. Just remembering my age here, I'm a little bit younger, so I can maybe give you some better advice a little bit later on once I've actually lived this a little bit more. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I love you all, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers.